Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. We've got two games to recap. The ALDS brought the drama yesterday. Baseball came out to play big time, weird rules, extra innings, big comebacks. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Jimmy. In California, we have Trevor Plouffe behind the desk, producer BBD, and sitting next to me at the table, the birthday boy, Jake Storielli.
Hot.
Did you wake up feeling extra pretty?
Trev laughed at that. Yeah, I woke up my second Sweet 16. I'm enjoying it. There definitely was a mirror, me looking at myself in the mirror last night. Little extra love handle this time of year. Body kind of looking like Christian Vasquez. Facial hair was in a tough spot, so I shaved it up, cowboyed up, dust myself off, getting ready for this Red Sox World Series, man. So I'm doing well. Baseball. It's so hard last night. What an hour span that was from the end of Red Sox-Rays, jumping in. We were live streaming with our guy Joe's into the White Sox Astros chaos last night. So that was a good time. Feeling good. Me and Trev are working on a new workout plan. We're both not feeling ourselves right now. But speaking of, Tasty Trev, what's up, dude?
Jacob, happy freaking birthday, man. I'm so happy you're in my life. Can I get some cakes in the chat?
Wow, cakes in the chat. I don't know if we've ever had cakes in the chat.
There's cake in the chat, babe.
Wow, look at that.
Some peaches, too.
You know, baseball hot in the streets. That's only fitting that baseball got hot in the streets the night before your birthday, because I know you were getting hot in the sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That could have been me. It could have been me. I forget now.
Jake runs hot.
I am very hot.
How
How was the stream last night? I tuned in for a little bit. I love Joe's. You guys
Joe's is
it,
awesome. The stream highlights should be out now. I think I was watching the start of those. Tom does a great job on those. The stream, Trev, we went early. Well, actually, we didn't go early, but we started with the Red Sox-Rays. So we were live for all that drama. And I just watched our reactions to that. It's pretty funny because I just let out a what? Like that old E-Bombs world where I think it's Australia or someone. It's a dumb video.
Australia, did you just say E-Bombs world?
Yeah, it's an old.
Shout out.
Remember that old viral video where Australia?
That was my 16th birthday.
Like WTF, mate? Like that was us after that video. So many people have no idea what we're talking about. But yeah, the reaction to that, and then the Grandal play, Tom Hallion strike 3 calls, the fucking Kane dude, and then it came to a screeching halt, and the last 5 innings of the Red Sox or White Sox game were just like fucking so boring.
I know that's how it worked, man. We were saying before the show they were down 5-1 in the third series. The season was over until it wasn't.
Man, it was funny going through the box score of that today because we were streaming and we were having fun being silly, and it was like, wait, has this game just turned off? And I guess shout out to Christian Javier and Ryan Tepera and Aaron Bummer. You guys really took the wind out of all the bats. So good for you, but you also kind of took the wind out of us a little bit. But built it up for a fun day today. 4 games. Ooh. Are people going home? Are we getting game 5s? Regis.
So good for your birthday. 4 baseball games, Monday Night Football. I think there's preseason
Yankees,
basketball on.
Off-season plans. Yep.
Yeah, I talked about Yankees.
We have 4
and
meetings on the docket.
4 meetings.
Yeah, sexy. Ooh, you love meetings.
I hate meetings, Trev. These are fun meetings.
We're doing anything you want us to pass along to your boy Dan. I think we're talking to him.
We're doing his employee review today.
Any notes?
He's listening. He's probably listening to this right now.
I'll give you my review of Dan.
Okay.
Here we go.
He's an absolute juggernaut. I love him.
Hot.
Wow.
Hot. Huge.
Well, all right, so we have the 2 games to review. We'll preview. Some people yesterday were getting upset about our lack of, like, individual previews. There's 4 today. I mean, I think it's going to be a very quick, like, maybe minute on the clock preview of the 4 games because we got to talk about the weirdness that happened last night. And then the post-game comments, there's some more stuff that happened. So baseball's bringing the drama yesterday. They're bringing they're front-loading their week, too. Monday, big. Do you have Burns?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Please hit me.
I have officially placed my order from Starbucks, so I'm ready. But they want me to meet at the door.
Ad.
Yeah.
Well, opposite ad. I'm only ordering Starbucks because Dunkin' was too far away. Double ad, half a negative. Half a negative.
We'll
half
take
a
both
positive.
of you. How about one of us gets sponsored by Dunkin', one of us gets sponsored by Starbucks? And
another
be
negative
like
ad.
friends?
Uber Eats is bullshit, and I
boy.
hate using Uber Eats.
I think Uber's dead as a company.
Here we go.
Okay. Damn.
Ah.
Our
They
sales
need to
team
get self-driving
yeah.
cars. That's it. That's the only saving grace, pairing up with Apple and getting some self-driving cars.
Well, Uber Eats is ridiculous because you never know when your food's actually going to arrive. So sometimes it's been like 40 minutes, but you get not a singular update, and then you get scared and order, and then they both arrive. Jake's done that. I've done that.
I've never done that. That's pretty.
I love the
unique.
double order.
Yeah. All right.
And it shows.
Oh, Jakey.
It's just water weight.
That's all it's ever been.
Want to read something?
Yeah, well, the
a good
first
point.
burn is going to be brought to you by Manscaped. Don't burn yourself in the pubic region. Just trim it up with the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. It's trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. That's a lot of people to trust.
That is a lot of people.
So many people. The Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is a fastball right down the middle for you to take your grooming game to the next level. Included is the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker, the ear and nose hair trimmer, the formulations, and 2 free gifts. Jake, do you like the nose hair trimmer?
I need it. It's become a necessity. Once your first integer starts with the 3, those nose hairs. I think what it is, I'm not a big science guy, Manscaped, but I think when your hair stops growing this way, it starts growing this way. It starts coming out the nose.
People say that.
So you got to trim that up.
Your ears, your nose, your eyebrows get long.
Tom Hallion was trimming it up last night. That was
He got
awesome.
hairy ears, for sure. The package also comes with the Weed Whacker to chop your worst weeds up top in both your nose and ear. There you go. Crop Preserver, Crop Reviver. They even threw in 2 free gifts. Are you kidding me? This includes their Shed travel bag to keep all your goodies stored comfortably, and the Manscaped anti-chafing boxer briefs are also included and will bring your boxer game to the next level. It's something near and dear to my heart. I didn't learn about anti-chafing cream. It's like my biggest thing. Like every summer I kind of post it on Instagram, and like if you're a young boy going to the beach wearing board shorts, like go look into Body Glide or because I ruined a lot of my summers.
Owie.
Not being able to walk after a couple days in the sand and the ocean and wearing wet shorts all the time. So I'm big into that. Get 20% off free shipping with code TALKIN at manscaped.com. That's code 20%. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code TALKIN. Use Manscaped to enter October with Big Stick Energy. Your balls will thank you. Jake,
God.
What got you?
What got you there?
Is that in the ad read? Big Stick Energy?
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Sure
that's
is.
in the read. All right, Jake, burn this wild extra inning affair.
Gonna be the more wrong music remix.
That's good though. That's fun music.
But it's talking baseball vibes for sure.
I have all of them on.
Been a minute
The
since
burn
that.
music is on the Talkin' Yanks soundboard for me. So wrong one.
It's a big Game 3 up at Fenway. The Rays would pitch their Nordic Prince Drew Rasmussen as Nate Dogg Evaldi would try to make it regulate for the Sox. A beautiful meadow for the Rays early as Austin hits a 2-run ding-dong, but Schwarber cuts the lead in half with one of his own, and he's having fun tossing the ball, fist pumping, love that. Bottom 3, Kike and Devers and Kike. RBI singles for both of them, and then Kike, do you love me? Are you riding off of Pringle Fairbanks? Solo dong, and it's good fortitude by the Sox to make it 4-2. It stay that way into the 8th. Isn't he lovely? Isn't he wonderful? He goes Oppo Taco over the monster. God, he's a kid. He's awesome. The best ever, the GOAT. Randy Arozarena with the RBI double. We are tied up at fours. Buenos Cantos in the Commonwealth. Full pension Piv getting his Evaldi on 4 innings shutty and extras. Does the Harlem Shake off the mound. Rays bullpen is showing out too. We're in the 13th. Kevin Kiermaier knock off Trevor Plouffe. It is high, it is far, it is off the wall. Yandy will score. Oh no, Renfroe boots it into the bullpen. Runners stop at second and third. Piv gets out of it, and if you've ever watched out a baseball game, you know what's happening next. Christian Vasquez, fly me to the moon over the monster. It's a walk-off in Fenway. They take game 3, 6-4 final.
Good stuff, Jake. I forgot about the Schwarber making the play and then waving and taking his hat off, and that's so fun.
It was 10 out of 10 athlete humor.
Dude, that's how you kind of unnerve the crowd because they're mad at you at first. But by doing that, it's like a quick reminder of, hey, I know I suck. They're playing me at a position I don't play. Don't blame me, but I made that one. And then if he boots another one, they're going to give him some leeway. Like, but he knows he's, it's not his position. It's just a great move by a good guy. That's charisma. He went over the crowd.
That's something. I mean, you got to been there, done that before in the playoff atmosphere to be able to pull something like that off. Bobby Dahlbeck ain't doing it.
Yeah, right?
Promise you that.
Got to have a little bit of a resume.
And it's the old, like everyone was thinking it. Like everyone in that stadium was like, oh, another one to Schwarber. Is he thinking about it? Turns out he was. He made the play and he had some fun with it. So, yeah, that was 10 of 10 athlete humor.
You can tell whoever the infield coach there was like, hey, next time you get a ground ball, let's get the momentum working, stay down, go ahead and start running towards first base, and then we get the flip, because that's exactly what he did different.
Give him a chance to catch it.
Please. Because the first one was hilarious. It was almost comically bad.
Man.
His flip.
His home run was also huge. I think that also gives him a little thing there because the Rays go up early. And you're like, what? No. And then first pitch or second pitch of the game for Schwarber. And it's such a pop-up home run. It's such a Fenway homer. Good for him.
This game obviously gets nuts, and we're going to talk a lot about the late innings later. This was a huge game for Boston. This is Nate Eovaldi. They're 1 on the mound at this point. He looked good. He was getting a lot of punchies, 5 innings, 2 earned. Cora with a pretty tight hook on him. Cora season. The Red Sox, man, they were mashing. 7 for 7 getting their leadoff hitter on, and not just getting on, not drawing some walks, not a hit by pitch, hits. That actually put this game script, the pressure turned back on Boston. This game probably should have been 6-2 Red Sox or something like that in the 7th or 8th inning, to the point that the Rays rally. Wander, he's unbelievable. Same with Randy. And, hey, the Rays bullpen did their thing, man. And so did the Red Sox outside of Robles that led to the wild craziness at the end of this one.
Pivetta's found his curve again.
Ooh.
He was nasty. And the one guy that gave him a good at-bat was Kiermaier in the 11th. He ends up striking him out. They try to go for the hit and run on the 3-2 pitch. Not hit and run, but they put Randy in motion on the 3-2 pitch. Pivetta goes dangerous with or not dangerous, it was a great pitch. I mean,
nice pitch.
Kev takes it, it's ball 4, but he gets a strikeout. But that was the best at bat, so this is the Schwarber home run. Or he didn't even start
Schwarber
running.
Homer, yeah.
It's just lands in the second row.
Was the wind blowing out? Because that ball kept going.
I know. It didn't look like a home run at all off the bat, and I was shocked when it got there, but whatever. Should we just jump to the Kiermaier play?
We can talk about Pivetta a little bit. Let's let the guy have his shine. He was
fired up,
man. I love, talk about the performance, great, but when the energy there, man, like you focus on that because he's in that situation, and as soon as he gets that strike 3 call or a swing and miss to end the inning, I mean, he leaves his body. That's not him. That's just straight up the crowd entering your soul and making you do whatever you do. Coming off like that won a lot of people over in Boston. If he hasn't already done it with, saving the bullpen, like that, showing that type of emotion and that type of game, I mean, that's what endears you to the fans, man.
A lot of people.
It was so cool to watch.
Game 2, Hawk got a lot of. I mean, obviously he deserves a ton of credit for shutting the Rays down. But now what Pivetta's done in Game 1 and Game 3, and I know Game 1 he gave up runs, but he saved the bullpen, and now Game 3 that gets that done. So Pivetta's been kind of a main cog of this.
7 Ks, dude.
Yeah, I mean he should have given up the 1 run, but the rule, I guess.
And I mean, hey, 4-inning shutout is arguably going to go down as the best pitching performance in this series.
and the curve, man. Top of the zone curve is something else. That's not many people have that. He's found it.
Man,
curve is nasty.
And he's throwing cheese too. Like he's got so much adrenaline. That's high T right there. You talk about high T. Full pension Piv, high T.
He was running into the dugout and then like all fired up on the field, but then he went down the gauntlet of high fives to the other entrance of the dugout to make sure he got all his teammates as well every time. It was really cool.
Love that.
It's like the Red Sox have fun, and baseball is a fun sport.
They do. I do disagree with something you said in your burn. You said Wander's a kid. I disagree.
Oh.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He looks like a seasoned vet. A lot of times people say that about rookies. He's a rookie, but you wouldn't know it by watching him. And like Randy last year, you would. He was amazing, but it was still like something raw about it. There's nothing raw about Wander Franco. Everything looks poised and in control. He made that play where, Luplo did have to make the scoop to get him to help him, but it was extra inning play, and he made the pick at short in the throw like it was batting practice. Like there was nothing on the line. That kid is special. He doesn't act like a kid at all. How old is he supposed to be? 22?
20. He's younger than Dan.
It's a lie. Okay, it's not a lie. I'm not calling out ages. I'm saying he doesn't act like it at all. I was just being hyperbolic about that. He does. 20?
Man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
In a moment like that, like you're talking, Jen, this is playoff baseball, extra innings. Didn't give a shit. And
then the Oppo home run from him.
Mm-hmm. I love the yellow. I think I've said that before. The yellow just does it for me. I don't think there's maybe this much yellow in the Rays uniform. Not anymore.
They're opening it up.
Wander's like, yellow's our primary color because I said so.
All right.
Do you guys even know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
no one cares.
I like when the Rays guys lean a little more into the baby blue than the yellow. But hey, Cash kind of finally deploys his bullpen. I mean, we see Kittredge and Fairbanks in the third and fourth innings. And man, Fairbanks gets jumped by Kike, but so was everyone. I think he was 7 in a row hits at one point or 6. I mean,
yes, he was 7.
Insane. Everyone else did their job. I mean, Fire Eyes and Whistler, Shags, big 2 innings from D-Rob. He might be the only guy that's out for tomorrow. I know we'll talk about that in a little bit, or today, excuse me. The Rays pen did their thing, and so did the Sox, man. Brazier comes into another big spot. He's been lights out for them. Man, Austin Davis comes in, and what's kind of one of the moments of this game that gets overlooked, that's, man, Cora empowering that guy. 5 ERA on the year. not necessarily your lights out electric stuff coming out of the bullpen. He gives them the lefty matchup, and he does 4-pitch walk, and then he gets B. Lau, which, by the way, Wander was on deck for that, and his numbers as a righty hitter are insane. That if he doesn't get B. Lau there, we could be talking about a 3-run shot over the monster, and that changes everything. So, a lot of moving pieces in this one, and the fact that it comes down to that crazy Kiermaier off the wall, Renfroe. Are you still running hot, Trev? I know you were running hot.
Hold on. I want to say Austin Davis and the way Cora has used him is, or at least used him last night, it's great. He's against lefties, he's nasty. But you run into a problem if you have to keep him in longer because he's not good against righties. So it'll be interesting to see if he tries to keep him for that end of the inning, get you the last lefty out type of situation. But yes, I was running hot.
You're running hot.
And, I said my last tweet, I tried to do a meme, my last tweet of the night, I believe. I don't know if it was considered a meme. But, we're reacting to the game in real time. You see that play. It seems so stupid. It's obvious when they slow it down what should happen. Kiermaier should be on second base. Runner should score. And then everyone becomes a rule expert 30 minutes after the fact when they dig the rule up and all that stuff. So it's like everyone needs to chill out. I get that's the rule. We all get that's the rule. That's what it says. Passan came out. First, actually, Passan had to delete a tweet. Always got to mention that.
Always.
It got me hot. I don't know. I mean, how could you not get hot? Either side is like, what just happened there?
Yeah, so for anyone that didn't watch the game and just coming to us for a recap, Kiermaier hits a ball with the runner on base tied up in the 14th inning or 13th, whatever it was. It hits the top of the short wall in front of the Red Sox bullpen and then bounces off the ground, and then Renfroe's running to field it, and then it hits his body, like his leg or his
big-ass body.
Yeah, his leg or his waist or something, and ricochets back over the wall. If the ball stayed in play, there's no doubt Yandy Diaz scores. They were sending him. He was like 4 steps in front of third, and Renfroe didn't even have the ball. Renfroe's got a good arm, but he's flat-footed. He's on the track. They're sending him. He's scoring, if you argue with that. I haven't even seen anyone take that aside, so he's scoring. The Red Sox catch a break because the rule says if this happens, each runner gets 2 bases from the last base they occupied, from the base they occupied at the time of the pitch. So he was at first. So the runner on first goes to third, the batter goes to second at second and third. So they applied the rule perfectly. Then the rule goes on to say only if it's incidental. A thrown ball would move the runners from 2 bases from where they are at the time the ball is thrown. So if Renfroe accidentally threw it, hit Kike's back, and then went over, they would have scored, or if he kicks it on purpose out of frustration or anything on purpose. So they applied the rule perfectly. And when you go and you watch other times this rule's come into play, there's so many different ways it can happen. So I guess if they were to say it's just a judgment call, that leaves it up to too much of the ump's discretion, which they like their black and white rules, so they just made it. It's a terrible break for the Rays because the runner's scoring. And he didn't do it on purpose, but they get it's so odd to benefit the team for misplaying a ball.
I don't even know where to go with this one, man.
If Renfroe catches that, clean, turns and fires, makes his best throw, Yandy scores.
Oh, he's not even throwing to home.
So he gets rewarded for making a bad play.
He throws the ball to the cutoff man towards third base. That's exactly what he does if he gets that ball. And yeah, he didn't do it on purpose. We all know that. It's just an extremely bad break for the Rays. And when you battle and you do something that you're supposed to do, like you come through in the clutch and then that gets taken away from you, I mean, that's tough. And I want to say the people who are like, the Sox won by 2 runs, so they still would have won. Get real.
Get real.
Get real with yourself here, okay? What's that called? Butterfly effect or something? Everything's not going to be the same if he's on second base and they're ahead by 1 run right there. Who knows they might have scored 10 runs and you're And your made up world that you're saying they still would have won by 1 run, the Rays in my made up world would have scored 30 runs that inning. So there.
Michael K refers to that as the fallacy of the predetermined outcome.
Bet that's much more well spoken than what I just said.
It's not like a phrase. I think like Michael K gets credit for those words being put in that order. But it's what you're saying. If Kiermaier, they score and Kiermaier goes to third, what's to say? There's now there's a runner on third, so they pitch him differently, and now there's a pass ball, a wild pitch, and he scores. Or what's to say they keep Patino in, or obviously you cannot play that game there.
It's part of the beauty of sports, and it's part of the ridiculous of sports. Kiermaier hits one of the shortest fences in the game, but one of the deepest right fields, top of the wall. And then Vasquez, he goes over the massive wall, and he's about a foot over the monster. And that's it's the beauty of this disgusting sport that we all love. And man, it's setting up for another wild one today. Like I expect more of the same as, I think there's one scary pitcher left in this series. It's Tanner Houck. So are the Sox going to deploy him today, or if they go down, do you save him for 5?
I would think the Sox save him for 5.
But we know that's not Cora's game, man. If Cora's got a chance to win, he's going to go for the win. So I don't know. It's going to be a fun one. Division rivals. If you're the Rays.
Well, what I said when we previewed this game was the best thing for the Red Sox was to win the game by 1 run or 2 runs and make the Rays use a lot of bullpen. Well, they did that, plus took them 5 extra innings. So the Rays are in bad shape here. How many guys do the Rays have left that can go multiple innings? That can go 3 innings available for today's game?
I don't think they ever approach it like, let me get 3 innings out of you. So I don't think they're as in bad shape as maybe we make him out to be. I think that, like Jake, I think you alluded to it, D-Rob might be the only guy not available today. And even then, he's going to be available. It's the playoffs.
I think
they can pitch back-to-back days.
I think D-Rob's the only
D-Rob might be the guy.
I think he's the only
D-Rob
guy
might
out.
Be out.
I think Boz is back in play for this game. Kittredge, Fairbanks, Shags, Whistler, Fire Eyes. It's all hands on deck. It's an elimination game, which we saw that on the south side. Like, I think Drew Rasmussen might be in play. He threw 33 pitches yesterday. I can't promise you he's out. So the key for the Rays is you don't want to see the bad man. I think if the Red Sox are up, I think Hawk's coming in. Because we've seen Cora every playoff series, when he gets a chance to go for it, he's going for it.
They're starting McHugh tonight. So we'll see how long he can go, because he didn't pitch last night, right?
It just got postponed, so that helps the Rays a ton. Oh, that's